It's really crazy. If you have been physically present as a parent to a child slash children, just keep going at it. Thank you. Hello, Miss Cookie, darling. How are you? I'm waving right back at you. So join in the conversation. Emmanuel Adeboye, thank you for coming in. So yes, this DNA thing. What's going on with you people over there in Nigeria? Seriously. Freebie says, I believe in definitely knowing, especially if you have doubts. Oh, okay. Okay, Freebie, do you want to expatiate that further? Because there are two people now who've written to me. There's Nora in New Jersey here in USA, and she asks if she should, she's afraid of what the DNA will bring. And then Deji is saying that should he or should he not have a DNA for his kids. So there are two camps here. There are those who think that yes, and I understand that though. Because it's gonna keep eating at you if you don't take care of it. Anita, my love, how are you? I'm waving right back at you. Okay, so join in the conversation. DNA, yes or no? Faith, me joined. Hello, Faith. Is this Pastor Faith? Pastor Faith, if it's you, blow me a kiss. Pastor Faith, if that's you, I am impressed. You got on Instagram. Oh my God, that is my mommy right there. Oh, Anita, blowing you kisses. So what do you guys think about this DNA thing? Frankly, I'm not even sure if I want to talk about it, but my email, people are writing, maybe something, oh God, what do I think about the DNA thing? Sakaga, thank you for joining. Pix J, if she won't love the innocent child any less, let it be. Yeah, that's the fear, because sometimes people find out and then what happens, but is it possible though? Okay, Anita says let sleeping dogs lie. Miss Cookie says it's a tricky one because it can go both ways. Either it puts doubt to rest or it tears apart the family unit. That is so true. Okay, Pix J at Nora. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay. So if he's not going to make him love the children less, to let it go. Irene says there's no point digging up unnecessary problems that will rob you of your peace of mind unless it is absolutely necessary. So what I'm getting from my co-host is, unless absolutely necessary, do not do it. Do not do it. Esther Yemere, DNA is an approval of fatherhood. If a father loves his child / children, father's love and child love is a bond that does not come with DNA. Good point. My co-hosts are on fire. I love you guys. And that is so true. However, I do know that I don't know if men see it the same way though, because a lot of the people writing right now are women. I don't think men see it the same way. Freebie says, if nothing warrants you wanting to be sure, then there is no point. So what I'm getting from you guys is, unless it's absolutely necessary, there is no need. Cute mom, how are you? What do you think about this, about getting a DNA to prove a child's, paternity, the paternity test? Yes, getting a paternity test. Some places don't say DNA. Nigerians keep saying DNA. But yeah, it is a paternity test. What do you think? Okay. Oh, great. Oyoma Jane, thank you so much. I am interested in reading this. So I'm a Nigerian living in South Africa, and most Nigerian men have raised other people's children thinking it's theirs. It's not fair to the men. So I think if you have doubt, go for the DNA, which is still in line with what all the other ladies are saying, unless absolutely necessary. So if it's necessary, go for it. Because I think most men think differently from women. The men think, they feel used, they feel blindsided, they feel betrayed, and I get it. But on the one hand, that's how the men feel. On the other hand, the women are like, well, you have affairs, you father other kids. You know, sometimes you bring kids home from affairs that you've had, and that's a betrayal, and it's painful. Why is it such a big thing now? They're, going after women because of something that's happened. Ima Ugoli, hello, my brother. How are you? Please join in the conversation. How you day? This whole DNA brouhaha happening in Nigeria seems to be a crisis now. I'm getting letters from people. Should there be DNA or not? Should we let sleeping dogs lie? And what I'm saying here is a lot of men are not in agreement with women. The women are saying, unless absolutely necessary, but let sleeping dogs lie. What's your point of view? From a man's point of view, I really want to hear what you have to say about this. Homes are being broken, kids are being scandalized, especially against the backdrop of that whole thing with the judge in Nigeria. I don't know. Let sleeping dogs lie, do not. I don't know. I mean, I would say let sleeping dogs lie. Miss Cookie, your network is acting up. That network better mind itself. The men, I know there are men here. Boye Richards, I know you're a guy. So what's your take on it? I want the men, because again, breaking limits, you guys have told me I'm kind of being partial, which I'm not. I haven't been including men. Well, here's your chance. What's your take on the DNA before I move to other questions? Blessed Salisu, thank you for joining. Please join the conversation. Deji, I'm going to say you're a man. If it's something you don't, okay, so Deji is the DNA crisis in Nigeria is taunting you. Don't be taunted. You love your wife, you have a happy home, go ahead and keep enjoying your life. You don't need to go with the trend. The social media thing is getting people crazy. So get off that bandwagon. You don't need to be there. Okay, social media is just ridiculous. You need to understand a lot of things you see or hear or watch on social media is BS. It's not, it's fake, it's phony. So tying your life to social media is a fool's way of doing things. There's life outside of social media. There is real life. There is social media, and then there's real life. As for Nora in New Jersey, you're saying that you're afraid of what the DNA might bring up. So it's possible that maybe your husband asked you. Again, if you want us to follow up with this, that's fine. Go ahead. All right. So let me go ahead and take another. Thank you, Irene. I mean, that's how I feel. Okay. If you tell me this, so you're going to tell me you raise a child, that child, you've bonded with that child, you love that child, and then a DNA, a piece of paper, comes up and says, oops, you're not the father. What are you going to do? You're going to turn on that child and say, I'm no more your daddy. Again, I'm not a man. I'm not a man, though. Boye Richards, I believe it's sheer evil to have a man raise a child that is not his. The news may be the death of him. See, I told you guys, men think differently from women. Expatiate on that, Mr. Richards. Let me understand it. Now, knowing the truth, I don't mind, knowing the truth is okay. I'm fine with that. It's what you do with it. Because knowing the truth is actually okay. And a lot of people, and this is where I also disagree with court of public opinion, they believe that the women who, for whatever reason, had this child or children for another man other than their husband were promiscuous. Is it possible that she was raped? Is it possible she was coerced into something? And then you know how people keep quiet. Because the same thing now, people are dumping on the women. Is it possible to at least just cut her some slack and find out what brought it about. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you don't have promiscuous women. You do. You have them. They're everywhere. But my thing is, it doesn't mean that all those women are promiscuous or they just evil.